Hello students, a very pleasant and warm greetings to you all. Today we are going to learn a new lesson, Unit 14. The title of the lesson is Animal Hormones. Under that, we are going to learn human endocrine glands. So our first topic is pituitary gland, location of the pituitary gland and the functions today we are going to discuss. Let's enter into the first topic. Our first topic is human endocrine glands. Human endocrine glands means an organ that makes hormones that are released directly into the blood and travel to tissues and organs all over the body. In our body, we have so many organs. We have eyes, heart, kidneys. So many organs we have. All have different functions also. Okay, so in this organs, in this endocrine gland also an organ that makes or that produce hormones. That hormones are released directly into the blood and travel to tissues and organs all over the body. Right? Then this endocrine glands help control many body functions including growth and development, metabolism and fertility and so on. Okay, so these endocrine glands in animals possess versatile communication system. Versatile means there is a group of communication system to coordinate biological functions. Right? There are two kinds of glands are present in our body. They are exocrine glands and endocrine glands. So two types of glands are present. One is the exocrine glands and another one is the endocrine glands. So this is the exocrine gland. Exocrine gland means the exocrine gland have ducts. This is a duct. Okay, duct. They have the duct to carry their secretions. So exocrine gland also secrete one secretion, is it? So that secretions are carried out by this duct. Okay, this duct carries the secretion to different parts of the body. Understand? So for example, salivary gland, sweat gland, these are the exocrine glands. So salivary gland secretes saliva and the sweat gland secretes sweat. Right? So this is the endocrine gland. This endocrine gland secrete hormones. Now you remember the difference. Exocrine glands secrete one secretion. They are not hormones, just one secretion alone. But here the endocrine glands secrete hormones. So that hormones are diffused into the bloodstream. So this is a blood capillary. So that secretions are diffused into the bloodstream and circulated throughout the body. Here there is no ducts. Understand? But exocrine gland have duct to carry their secretions, but here there is no duct. Directly the hormones are diffused into the blood capillaries and carried throughout the body. Right? Exocrine glands. These exocrine glands have specific ducts. Exocrine glands have specific ducts to carry their secretions. Example, salivary glands, mammary glands and sweat glands. Okay, these are the three examples. Salivary glands, mammary glands and sweat glands. So exocrine glands secrete secretions. So they have specific ducts to carry their secretions. The salivary glands secrete saliva and mammary glands secrete milk and sweat glands secrete sweat. Right? Okay. Now what are the endocrine glands are present in human body? Okay, what are the glands? Pituitary gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, pancreas, adrenal gland, gonads and thymus glands. So these are the glands are present in human body. Okay, this pancreas, another name is islets of Langerhans. Here is silent. Okay, so have to pronounce islets of Langerhans. Then adrenal gland, adrenal cortex also secrete hormone and adrenal medulla also secrete hormone. Then gonads, in male that is testes and in female that is ovary. Okay, testes and ovary. So these are the glands are present in human body. Endocrinology. So endocrinology means that is a branch of biology deals with the study of endocrine glands and its physiology. So that is the branch of biology deals with the study of endocrine glands and its physiology. Father of endocrinology is Thomas Addison. Okay, so father of endocrinology, Thomas Addison. Then W.M. Bayliss and E.H. Starling, they are English physiologists. Okay, English physiologists, they introduced the term hormone. So these two scientists, Bayliss and Starling, they introduced the term hormone and they have discovered the hormone secretin. So secretin is the first hormone. Okay, so they have discovered one hormone. The name of the hormone is secretin. First gland is pituitary gland or hypophysis. Another name is hypophysis. So this pituitary gland is a P-shaped gland. P-shaped gland. In Tamil we can say that is a patani kadale. Is it? So it is a P-shaped compact mass of cells. That means a group of cells. Okay, then the pituitary gland is located at the base of the midbrain. Located at the base of the midbrain and attached to the hypothalamus. This is the hypothalamus region. So attached to the hypothalamus region by pituitary stalk. So this region is known as pituitary stalk. So by pituitary stalk, this pituitary gland is attached. Okay, children. Now this pituitary gland is the major endocrine gland. It is known as major endocrine gland. So endocrine gland already I told. Okay, so this gland is the master gland. It is known as master gland. Why it is known as master gland? Because it regulates and controls all other endocrine glands. So this pituitary gland regulates and controls other endocrine glands. So it is known as master gland. Understand? So it is a P-shaped gland and it is located at the base of midbrain attached to the hypothalamus by pituitary stalk. It is known as master gland because it regulates and controls other endocrine glands, right? Anatomy of pituitary gland. Anatomy of pituitary gland. Pituitary gland has two lobes. This is the first lobe and this one is the second lobe. So it has two lobes. The first lobe is known as anterior lobe. Anterior lobe or adenohypophysis. The second lobe is known as posterior lobe or neurohypophysis. Adenohypophysis or neurohypophysis. Both the lobes are performing different functions. So anterior lobe and the posterior lobes are performing different functions. Then intermediate lobe. So these intermediate lobes are non-existent in humans. So only two lobes are present in human beings. That is the anterior lobe or adenohypophysis and posterior lobe or neurohypophysis, right? Anterior lobe or adenohypophysis. This anterior lobe is composed of different types of cells. Anterior lobe is composed of different types of cells and secrete hormones. Secrete hormones which stimulates the production of hormones by other endocrine glands. Okay, so the anterior lobe is composed of different types of cells and secrete hormones. One secretion, that secretion is known as hormones, which stimulates the production of hormones by other endocrine glands. Hormones secreted by anterior lobe of pituitary. So what are the hormones are secreted by anterior lobe of pituitary? Number 1, growth hormone. Number 2, thyroid stimulating hormone. Third one is adrenocorticotropic hormone. Fourth one, gonadotropic hormone. So gonadotropic hormone, two hormones are there, follicle stimulating hormone and next one is the luteinizing hormone. The last one is the prolactin. So these are the hormones are secreted by anterior lobe of pituitary. The first hormone is growth hormone or GH. Growth hormone or GH. So this growth hormone promotes the development and enlargement of all the tissues of the body. So growth hormone promotes development and enlargement of all the tissues of the body, and it stimulates the growth of muscles, cartilage and long bones. So this growth hormone stimulates the growth of muscles, cartilage and long bones. So cartilage means that is a soft bones and long bones. And This growth hormone controls cell metabolism. So it promotes development and enlargement of all the tissues of the body, stimulates the growth of muscles, cartilage and long bones, and controls cell metabolism. The improper secretion of the growth hormone leads to some of the disorders. So maximum it affects children. So two disorders. The first one is a dwarfism. So that is caused by the decreased secretion of growth hormone. Dwarfism is caused by the decreased secretion of growth hormone. The characteristic features are stunted growth, delayed skeletal formation, mental disability. So these are the characteristic features. Stunted growth means the growth rate is reduced. Delayed skeletal formation, bones cannot formed properly, and mental disability. So now look at this picture. This is a normal person. Okay, so this one not like that. By seeing itself, we can identify some other problems are there. Is there? The growth is reduced. The growth rate is reduced. Standard growth, then bones malformed, and mental disability. Okay, the next disorder is known as gigantism. That is a over secretion of growth hormone. Gigantism means that is a over secretion of growth hormone. So it also affects the children. The overgrowth, the body tissues and organs, the growth rate is increased. Then individuals attain abnormal increase in height. Now look at this picture. The height is too high. Height is too high, abnormal growth. So this is gigantism. So in children, two disorders, dwarfism and gigantism. The next disorder is known as acromegaly. It affects only adults. So this also due to the excess secretion of the growth hormone. That condition is known as what? Acromegaly. It affects only in adults. Okay, so it leads to abnormal enlargement of head, face, hands and feet. So now look at this picture. So there is a enlargement of face, then hands, head region, fully it is enlarged. So this condition is known as acromegaly due to the excess secretion of growth hormone. The second hormone is thyroid stimulating hormone or TSH. Thyroid stimulating hormone. This hormone controls the growth of thyroid gland. So TSH controls the growth of thyroid gland. So this is the thyroid gland. It is located in the neck region. So TSH controls the growth of thyroid gland and coordinates the activity of thyroid gland. And hormone secretion. The third hormone is known as Adrenocorticotropic hormone or ACTH. Adrenocorticotropic hormone. So this ACTH stimulates adrenal cortex of the adrenal gland. So this is the adrenal gland, right? So it is located above the kidney. Adrenal gland is located above the kidney. Okay, so now you see this is a cross section of the adrenal gland. So this outer region is known as cortex. This is the outer region. Inner region is known as medulla. Okay, so this ACTH stimulates adrenal cortex of the adrenal gland for the production of the hormones. Okay, for the hormone production, this ACTH stimulates the adrenal cortex region. Okay, as well as it influences protein synthesis in the adrenal cortex. Right? Fourth one is gonadotropic hormones or GTH. These gonadotropic hormones are essential for the normal development of gonads. It is essential for the normal development of gonads. Gonads means testis and ovary. In male that is known as testis and in female it is known as ovary. So these gonadotropic hormones are, two hormones are present. Okay, that is follicle stimulating hormone FSH and second one is the luteinizing hormone or LH. This follicle stimulating hormone that is responsible for the production of the sperms. In male, it is responsible for the production of the sperms, and in female, it induces or it initiates the growth and development of the ovary. Okay, so in male, it induces or it initiates the formation of the sperms, and in female, it induces or initiates the growth and development of the ovary. Then second one, luteinizing hormone or LH. So this luteinizing hormone is essential for the production of the hormone testosterone in male. Okay, because of the luteinizing hormone, this hormone induce or produce the are responsible for the production of the hormone testosterone in male. But in female, it is responsible for the female sex hormones, that is estrogen and progesterone. Okay, so in female, it is responsible for the production of female sex hormone, estrogen and progesterone. But in male, the sex hormone is known as testosterone. Testosterone, it is responsible for the production of the male sex hormone, testosterone. Understand? So gonadotropic hormones are essential for the normal development of gonads, that is testis and ovary. So two gonadotropic hormones are present, follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. So follicle stimulating hormone stimulates the testis because of the formation of the sperms. In female, it initiates the growth and development of the ovary. The luteinizing hormone, it is in male, it secretes the male sex hormone testosterone. In female, it is responsible for the secretion of female sex hormone, estrogen and progesterone. Fifth hormone is prolactin. Prolactin, it is also called lactogenic hormone. Another name is lactogenic hormone. So this prolactin initiates the development of mammary glands during pregnancy. During pregnancy time, it initiates the development of mammary glands and stimulates the production of milk after childbirth. That is important. It stimulates the production of milk after childbirth. So this is the function of prolactin. It initiates the development of mammary glands during pregnancy and stimulates the production of milk after childbirth. Next one is hormone secreted by the posterior lobe of pituitary. Posterior lobe means that is neurohypophysis. So the hormone secreted by the posterior lobe of pituitary. So this posterior lobe secrete two hormones. The first one is vasopressin and second one is oxytocin. Vasopressin and oxytocin. The vasopressin, another name is antidiuretic hormone. Vasopressin or antidiuretic hormone, and next one is the oxytocin. Vasopressin or antidiuretic hormone or ADH. Okay, so this hormone is secreted by the posterior lobe of pituitary, right? Okay, so ADH increases reabsorption of water in kidney tubules. So this is a kidney tubule, loop of Henle, distal tubule, is it? So this ADH reabsorb water in kidney tubules. Okay, it reabsorbs water in kidney tubules and reduces loss of water through urine. Okay, it reduces the water. It reduces the loss of water through urine. Because of that, it is known as antidiuretic hormone. So why it is known as antidiuretic hormone? It reduces the loss of water through urine. Because of that, it is known as antidiuretic hormone. Deficiency of ADH. This deficiency of ADH reduces reabsorption of water. Reduces reabsorption of water, right? So if the ADH amount is normal, normal means it increases the reabsorption of water. But if there is a deficiency of ADH means it reduces the reabsorption of water. So it causes an increase in urine output. Increase in urine output means that is the polyuria. So this deficiency disorder is called diabetes insipidus. Second hormone is oxytocin. So this hormone also produced by the posterior lobe of the pituitary gland. So this hormone is helpful for the contraction of smooth muscles of uterus at the time of childbirth. Okay, so this hormone helps in the contraction of smooth muscles of the uterus at the time of childbirth and milk ejection from the mammary gland after childbirth. So two functions: contract the smooth muscles of the uterus and milk ejection from the mammary gland after childbirth. Understand? Now we have to see the differences between exocrine and endocrine glands. Exocrine glands, these glands have ducts. Endocrine glands, they are ductless glands, they don't have ducts. Their secretion is carried through duct. Their secretion is carried through bloodstream. Example, salivary gland. Example, pituitary gland. So today you have to learn this question. Okay, so you have to write this answer in the paper and paste it in your book itself and have to learn this question. Okay, recap. Today we have discussed what is endocrine gland and what is exocrine gland, what are the differences between endocrine gland and exocrine gland, then pituitary gland and location of the pituitary gland, what are the hormones are secreted by pituitary gland and their functions. So these are the topics today we have discussed. I hope you all understood.